students, hope all are fine and safe at home. In the previous chapter, you just come across squares and square roots. Let's start the new chapter, cubes and cube roots. I know all are familiar with cubes and cube-shaped objects. Here you can see cube-shaped objects. In the previous classes, we have learned to find the volume of cubes. Let's start with cube. Here is a cube. How many faces are for a cube? Yeah, correct. There are 6 faces for a cube. And how many edges? Yeah, 12 edges and 8 vertices. So, a cube is having 6 square faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices. This is the length of the cube, is the breadth, and it is the height of the cube. We know all the faces of a cube are squares. Square means all the sides are equal. Since all the faces are of same dimensions, we can conclude that the length, breadth and height of a cube are equal. Let's check how can we find the volume of the cube. Here is a cube with length, breadth and height we have taken as A. How we will find volume of the cube? Volume of the cube is equal to side into side into side. Side into side into side we can represent in another way. It is side cube. Here we have taken the side as A, therefore we can write it as A cube. So volume of the cube is V equal to A cube. So what do you understand from here? Cube of a number is the product of the number by itself 3 times. Here are certain examples. Say 10 cube we can write like this. 10 into 10 into 10. Another one 9 cube. 9 cube we can write like 9 into 9 into 9. One more 69 the whole cube. It is nothing but 69 into 69 into 69. Next, let's learn about cube numbers or perfect cubes. Here, I am trying to find the cubes of the natural numbers from 1 to 10. How can we find the cubes of these numbers? 1 cube equal to 1 into 1 into 1. It is 1 itself. So, 2 cube equal to 2 into 2 into 2. It is 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Then 3 cube equal to 3 into 3 into 3. 3 3s are 9 and 9 3s are 27. What about 4 cube? It is 4 into 4 into 4. 4 4s are 16. 16 4s are 64. In the same way, we can find the cubes of other values. 5 cube it is 125. 6 cube it is 216. 7 cube it is 343. 8 cube it is 512. 9 cube 729 and 10 cube it is 1000. We can say that the numbers 1, 8, 27, 64, 125 are the natural numbers which are the cubes of natural numbers. Such numbers are called cube numbers or perfect cubes. We can define the same thing in another way. Cubes of natural numbers are called cube numbers or perfect cubes. If a natural number m can be expressed as n cube, where n is also a natural number, then m is the cube number or perfect cube. Let's consider one example. 1728 we can express as the cube of 12. That is 1728 equal to 12 cube. Here 12 is also a natural number. So we can say the number 1728 as the cube number or perfect cube. What about 27,000? 27,000 we can write like this. What it is? It is 30 into 30 into 30. 30 cube equal to 27,000. Or 27,000 is a cube number or a perfect cube. In the previous table, we write all the cube numbers between 1 and 1000. We can find that the remaining natural numbers are not perfect cubes. So, all the natural numbers are not perfect cubes. Now, let's learn how to find a given natural number is a perfect cube or not. Let's consider some examples. Here is the number 729. We are going to express the number 729 into prime factors. How we will do it? Yes, correct. We can do it by prime factorization. 729. Which number I have to take? 3. Correct. When we divide 729 by 3, it will be 243. Again, I can take the number 3. Then the answer will be 81. Let me take 3 again. It will be 27. 27 is again a multiple of 3. So I am doing it again by 3. 9. 9 is clearly divisible by 3. Yes, we have done. Now we are going to express as the product of prime numbers. 729 equal to 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. We can combine the 3 3's together. It will be like this, right? We can say that 729 can be expressed as the product of triplets of prime factors. What are triplets? 3 numbers together we can call it as triplets. Therefore, we can say that 729 is a perfect cube. Let's consider another example. It's 1331. Here also we are going to use the same method, prime factorization method. Which number I have to choose to divide? Correct. It is 11. 11 is a factor of 1331. When we divide, it will be 121. And you know, you have learned in the previous chapter, right? 121 is the correct square of 11, right? So, we can divide 121 by 11. It will be 11 itself. Now, let's express 1331 as the product of prime numbers. It is 11 into 11 into 11. Or we can say that we express as the triplet of 11. Hence, we can conclude that 1331 is also a perfect cube. Let's do another example. It is 1080. we can divide by 2. It is 540. Again by 2, it is 270. We can again divide by 2, it will be 135. Now let's take 5, it is 27. Now by 3, it's 9. Again by 3, it's 3 itself. So, we just find the prime factorization of the number 1080. Let's write 1080 as the product of prime numbers. We can combine 2 and also 3. But what about 5? It is not possible. So, 1080 we cannot express as the product of triplets of equal prime factors. Hence, it's not a perfect cube. Or we can say that a perfect cube can always be expressed as the product of triplets of equal prime factors. Dear students, here comes your homework. The first one, it is exercise 4.1, question number 1 and 2. Write the cubes of 1 to 15 in your notebook and learn it. Your terminal examinations are coming, so learn well. Thank you.